And that is another downside. You are bound by the fact that... If you're new here, I'm Tandia and this is my boyfriend August. Welcome to our little portable home. Late last year, we decided to invest.
I just bought a sailboat.
In a lifestyle that lets us live anywhere we want. We're currently based in Copenhagen, where we've been spending the last 6 months bunkered down for winter. It is -4 degrees, and getting the boat ready for all the trips we have planned, like this one, which you're about to watch, where we're sailing up the coast of southern Sweden. Well, learning to sail in my case.
That's kind of dangerous.
Combining days on the water with days in the mountains.
Will you lead us?
And just coming to terms with some of the freedoms and the setbacks of traveling around with your home in tow. So in this video, I want to show you guys some of these pros and some of the cons of bringing your home and kind of your whole life with you as you travel around. There's so many perks to that, obviously, but there's also been some downsides that I guess I wasn't expecting. It's not all smooth sailing and sunshine.
Three, two, one.
So we have some leaks. We are in a little harbour in Gilleleje, a place called Gilleleje, which is in northern Zealand, which is, for anyone who doesn't know, the island that Copenhagen sits on within Denmark. We've just sailed up to the top. We've actually been here before. If you've seen our first video when we sailed our boat back from Copenhagen, we stopped here. It's really beautiful. I feel like a very quintessential Scandinavian harbour with the little red houses, summer houses, boats. It's really beautiful. And we're just going to be sailing up the coast of Sweden for a couple of days. The beauty of it is that you just bring your house with you everywhere you go. So we didn't have to pack for this trip. We didn't have to pack up any of our things, any clothes, any toiletries, any food. We just brought our entire home with us. And we will bring it wherever we end up going over the coming week.
A few moments later.
The only downside of bringing your entire home with you is that you don't really have any excuses. I have a Danish exam in a week, and I have all of my homework and laptop and everything that I need to study for it. Makes it kind of hard to ignore, even though we are on holiday. I couldn't just leave it behind. So I'm gonna choose arbejdskulturen på mit arbejde i Danmark versus mit hjemland. Hjemland. I Australien havde jeg
aldrig hørt.
Jeg aldrig hørt.
Havde jeg hørt.
Havde jeg aldrig hørt.
Aldrig.
Aldrig. Havde jeg aldrig hørt. How's the Spanish going?
Sí. Yo quiero dinero. Means I want money. Where should we go and purchase food?
Is there a supermarket?
Yeah, we can go this one or the other one. Which one do you want to go to? It's so quiet tonight.
It's so quiet.
Like the water is so still. Film the water.
So still. Wow. Yum. I'm not very good at rapping. Give me a beat. Is he hooking it up?
Yeah, probably.
Hey, what are we doing? We are sailing from... I'll make a map. We are sailing from the northern part of Zealand, which is the island that Copenhagen sits on, across the sound to Sweden. But this part of Sweden, there are actually some, I don't know if you could call these mountains, they're more like hills, but we've been here before and it's really, really beautiful. There's not a lot of places in southern Sweden where there's any sort of hill or mountain. It's pretty flat. So we like it here, we're coming back. It's called Mule. Mule. My Swedish pronunciation's not so good. In Gilleleje, we went for a run.
A castle.
What the hell? I feel like the best way to see a new place when you arrive at a new place is to go for a run. So you kind of speedily move around and see everything and get a sense rather than just going for a stroll. And today we're gonna arrive and go for a hike.
I don't know what the limit is for hiking.
Yeah, I don't know if it's actually considered a
If you have
hike.
a long driveway. Is that hiking?
We're hiking today.
Yeah.
We're sailing and we're hiking, our two favorite activities.
It's just a walk in the woods
Yeah.
that we don't do at home because we don't have any.
Can't get that in Denmark. But the greatest perk has to be how much easier and more comfortable it makes getting out into nature. Being able to literally step off your home, check the Old Trails app, and then start a hike in a different country to the one you woke up in is just amazing. We have actually traveled here before to hike, and it normally takes a lot more planning, a train ride, and 2 buses just to get here.
That place is so crazy.
Oh, please.
That island there.
Is that an island?
Yeah. It's called A Swede. No people live there. It's just cows and horses
Really?
and sheep. So they just walk around. Someone put them there.
Who put them there?
I don't know. I think there's
To
one
farm?
tiny ice cream shop. That's it.
Just the...
What changes it? Gravitation.
Yeah.
Why does it only pull the water?
But if it can move all of the water in the ocean, but it doesn't pull water in lakes.
And magnetism in general. Like, what the fuck is that?
What is the most important use of magnets in the world?
Renewable energy. You have a coil of copper that spins and makes the phase current.
Oh God, I've lost it. Okay, focus, Tandy, focus. Magnets in a field. I've been quiet for way too long. Okay, quick, say something so that he thinks that you understand. Oh.
From anything.
I'll get that in Denmark. In Denmark. Okay, just pausing for a second. Are there any non-Australians watching this that know what I'm doing here? Or is this just an Australian thing? Because I swear everyone over here thinks I'm mad. This is so much better than traveling to some city
Yeah.
and like sitting in a cafe and buying overpriced food.
What if it's fairly priced?
It's crazy that you can visit a country and only see like 1, maybe 2 cities and feel like you've seen the country. I don't feel like you've actually seen a country unless you've seen the landscape of at least some of the landscape of that country. I can't imagine someone visiting Australia and just going to Sydney and Melbourne, right? This just was insane. Or people would visit southern Sweden and Denmark and not see any of this. But this is what Sweden actually is. It's not. Everything else is new. This is what it actually looks like. I mean, that's just me and my thoughts.
Where did you lead us?
Is this not the track?
No.
Yeah.
Where? Okay, you go first. Oh, yeah.
Eventually.
I'm gonna get these stinkers off.
Oh my God. So we have an issue with our water heater and also with our bilge pump valve, but it means that we haven't filled up our tanks. So we're still dependent on harbours for water. We can't shower on the boat or do dishes on the boat or anything like that, which isn't new to us because that's what we were doing through winter. And that, I guess, is another downside, is that your level of adventurousness and where you can go, whilst you have a lot more freedom, you are bound by the fact that the boat is constantly seeming to need some sort of repair or some sort of issue. So we've been sort of checking in here over the past 2 days to monitor the leaks, and then we just opened it up before and there was heaps of water. So we've realized it's coming from 2 different places, and now we're trying to drain the water heater. So hopefully one of the leaks stops, and we've just ordered a new water heater from Watski, which should arrive next week, which will be really good. So we can have hot showers.
Yeah.
It's really cold at the moment, so it'll be nice to have hot water. We've never had hot water. So it'll be nice to have our first hot showers on this boat at some point. So this is Friday night. Probably have to do a couple rounds. Is that full?
So the dripping hose is a pressure release valve from the water heater, and it's been dripping because the whole thing is old. So now we're trying to empty it completely so it doesn't drip anymore. So the issue is back here, that this one, the bilge pump, the rubber gasket in here is tired. It's old, and I think it has a small crack. So that means that it can't hold the pressure very well. So it sort of pumps out whatever's in the bilge and then slowly drains back down. But a good thing is I found this somewhere on the boat. It's a brand new check valve. So it lets water go one way, but not the other. I'm going to install that on the next one, so this won't happen again.
Also, if you guys are interested in more detail on the endless boat repairs and improvements, August has been posting in a lot more detail on his Instagram. So you can go check that out at August Lacour. Good morning. Pretty beautiful view to have from a bathroom. I think one of the best things about bringing your home wherever you go is that you can wake up in a different place each morning and you can brush your teeth with a view of a beautiful little Swedish town. Whereas yesterday I was brushing my teeth to a view of a cute little Danish town. It's the little things. It's the little things. We have to get going quite quickly this morning because it is very windy today.
Just be quick!
And it's just gonna get more and more windy throughout the day. So we need to leave early.
And one general thing with everything we do, like the first thing you learned in Greece is that when we do stuff, we have to say that we do them, even though we talked about it 7 seconds ago. I will tell you to do something and you're gonna look up and you're gonna say, ready for me to do this thing. Yeah. Because if I say you should do it, it could be from 1 second to tomorrow.
Okay.
A few moments later.
Okay, I'm opening this.
Yeah, but so when we're ready. Not yet.
I don't know what's going on there.
No, but it's like...
That's really bad.
That's kind of dangerous.
Yeah. But I tied it up properly, it's just the way I undid it.
It's when you undo it.
Yeah. Another day, another location, another run.
Can't tell that this is a hill.
Yeah, it's a really steep hill.
The second delivery has arrived.
Already picked up some goods for lunch from this tiny little supermarket, the only thing that's open on this island. Oh. So if you've seen our first video, you'll probably remember the comical and rather stressful crash jibe scene.
Not yet, not yet!
I didn't. Fuck. So, as the third lesson, here is another attempt of me doing a controlled attack.
So, you're just gonna go slightly like hit to wind and I'm gonna furl it in.
Okay.
Not all the way, but just far enough so that it goes free. So you're gonna go slowly up, so sort of head to wind, and when it's almost furled in, I'll tell you when to tack.
Okay. Shall I start turning?
Yeah. Just importantly, you'll go cross head to wind. Just feel the boat, because you can't really see.
Okay.
But when it starts going flat, just come up a bit. Right, a bit more. Right,
I'm nervous.
Now you can feel it, right?
Yeah.
Once it's flat, you sort of keep that. Right? A bit more. Now you just start tacking.
Tacking! I've turned the wheel all the way. Can't go any further.
No, right. Now we're stuck in sprint.
Sorry.
Okay, so now we're moving backwards. Turning right, so the boat turns left.
Oh, is that why?
No, it's just once you get stuck head to wind,
You have to go back.
it doesn't like you can turn as much as you want. The boat
Yeah.
doesn't move.
Yeah.
You can't turn. That's where you have to be constantly moving.
Yeah. I did too good a job at saying head to wind.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching, guys. Our next video is going to cover a longer time span as we settle into spring on the boat and we start to make her look pretty good.